Hi there. Welcome to the first video in Introduction to Linux and Shell. Today we are going to learn some main concepts where we're gonna understand what is the shell, what is the CLI, what is Linux after all. So we're gonna start with Linux for it being an operating system, a Unix based operating system that was developed by Linus Torvalds uh, in his college project. That's about Linux. Linux is an operating system that has not too much, but various distros. Distros are like different forms of Linux operating systems, you can say, based upon its kernel, like Ubuntu, Android, and many other things, which is based on Unix, like Mac OS and like that. That's about the Linux. What is the shell? The shell is, as you can see in front of you, that like ambiguous words in front of you that has no start from end. This is the shell. This is where you can talk with the computer or with the operating systems at some sort. Why is it called shell though? Shell because it's like there is a core to this computer. There is a kernel. There is a hardware. You want it to understand you. You want to talk with it. So you like knock on the shell, the outermost level, and try to scratch and talk with it. So shell is the thing that is obvious to you, like it's in front of you. You can observe it and see it. This is in front of you. It's called shell. It also has a different word. If you have heard about CLI and G and what and GUI, what is CLI and GUI? CLI stands for what? CLI stands for command line interface. Okay, CLI stands for command line interface. What is command line interface, and what is GUI, which stands for graphical user interface? Okay, what is that? Okay, so the command line interface, which is the CLI, is a way to talk or to write, where you write using the keyboard to make the computer understand you. Like say you see this mouse. The mouse is used for GUI. How do you know that? There is a graphical user interface. There is a minimize. There is a minimize, an exit, and a scroll button where you can go up and down. A scroll bar. Like there's icons you can look at and click at. This is GUI, graphical user interface. But about CLI? CLI is the command line interface, where you need the keyboard to talk with the 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 operating system. Say you wanna tell it to close to close this application, or what we're gonna understand now, which is called what we just said about to be called the shell. You can close it by clicking on that. Just the fact that you can use a mouse and click upon something you can see over here. You can see and click on, which does that stranger interactions, this graphical interactions, you know that you are using GUI. But if you are using CLI, like the command line interface I see in front of me, or you can call it the shell, you will need to write things. It's like say, you wanna tell it to say I'm sad. You wanna say that I'm sad. That that the that the shell say I'm sad. You wanna talk to it. Okay. Here you're gonna use some command. That's why it's called command line. You use a command line in a certain line in front of you, and you're gonna say here it understands the word say with a word in its dictionary. It's understandable to be echo. Okay, you want it to echo I am sad, so it will tell you I am sad. Okay, you want to tell, that's exactly what we are trying to say. You want to tell the command line something to do an interaction for you. This is what's used for something like C++ languages, like that can be interacted with using the computer and using the keyboard. Okay, say like a simple function. You say x equal 5, okay, and you send again, you want and a y equal 3. So when I say like make the and like the what we're gonna wanted to say, the computer tell you the result of their sum. Say z equal x plus y. Okay, you said x equal 5, y equal 3, z equal 5, x plus y. So you wanna say tell it to output to get you an output using the standard input output for the standard output, to tell you the value of the z, which is supposed to be like sorry, the man not found. That's it. Sorry, yeah. X, the something, just a small interaction I just forgot over there. X equal like the value of x and the value of y. Value of y, and then when I say echo z, echo z. Yeah, now it's 5 plus 3. Again, to talk about how we interact. Like say we said some blah blah blah. He doesn't understand what is blah. What blah is. Like say command blah. He tells me command blah is not found. Did you mean something or something? Where he understand what from what he understands. And there is something like sudo apt install whatever that is. That's something we're gonna understand in the future. Where sudo is the super user, do apt is the package installer name, the function or the command, and the name of the command. But it's something we're gonna talk about in the future. So there's just a certain blah blah and some things he doesn't understand. I have like the screen in front of the screen, in the screen in front of me there is like too much meaningless things, and it's gonna make my vision impaired and I can't see what's going on. So I can make him understand something, like something like clear. It just clears the screen for me. So there is a function called clear. We are going to of course to talk about in the future when we're gonna show off the functions. So this is clear. So what else do we want to talk about? There is something like say we can make arithmetic operations here. Arithmetic operations like what? Like say I have x I don't know, like say x equal 5, y equals to maybe 4, Okay, so what's, and they say like z equals um let us say like x plus y, yeah. But here it you want the shell to give the value of x and y. If you just said x equal x plus y, it's gonna give you something called a string. It's gonna return the x plus y a string called z. Okay, so we want to give it the values of x and y, so we're gonna use the dollar sign. Okay, and put these values within it. So what happened now that the values of x plus y and the arithmetic operation of the summation all return to the back to the z. So now we can echo the z, and it will return. Sorry, we can, z, yeah, it's a good point. Like if we said echo z would just echo z, not the z that's stored in the memory within its value, where its value is the dollar sign z, which is gonna return 9, which is 5 plus 4. So this is a way we can interact with arithmetic operations like division, minus, divided. Yeah, and there is a good thing about this. There is uh, ease of use. Like say look x equal 5. I want to change this to x equal 55. I'm not gonna try it again. X equal 5, x equal 55. So I can use the navigation buttons, like the up and down arrows, to go like that. I can search within the history, up to search back in the history, down to search into the current progress and present, and like what was just was using to like the undo, up is undo, and back down is redo. So let's get back to x equal 55, and we can just state it back. Do again echo z, which is yeah, we didn't change the z up there, so we need to, like, z is a function within the x and equal x plus y, which was up. We didn't reinitiate the x. That's a good point too. Yeah. So but this is not a language we are going to interact with. Like the arithmetics, you're not going to really use it here. We're going to use this shell for scripting, which is something we are going to talk about in the next lessons. So, so this is the CLI, this is the shell, this is what we are going to talk about. This was a small introductory to it. If you liked it, please tell me. I would really be happy to know what you want to understand about it. And thank you for listening. And goodbye.